I think the yard took more damage than the actual stump. They said the new River Revolution wheel was on the duller side today, but you wouldn't know it. It's grinding down that hard oak wood faster than I expected. That wire had so much tension. He literally dodged a flying tree. Look at that screw pulling the log right in. Just threaded right onto the hub. The truck does all the pulling while he just guides the wood. It's literally like a giant dentist pulling teeth. The Savannah stump plucker just grabs, yanks, and moves to the next one. The sheer stress on that hydraulic arm is insane to watch, but it just keeps pulling. You can hear that heavy clank every time the metal hits those solid roots. The Cat 323 is just tearing a massive crater around this stump. Might have used a bit too much explosive there. The blast looked way more dangerous than the tree.
Oh no.
5.5 feet across and leaning hard. Dealing with a heavy leaner like that is a serious process. You can literally hear the tension in the timber right before it snaps. One wrong cut and that thing splits wild. The silver car just barely gets out of the way before the truck goes down. Heart attack moment, for sure. I expected a slow pull, but that rotten stump literally flew out in a blink. 180 stumps an hour is just insane. That Dipper Fox just drops down, spins up, and obliterates the wood in seconds. How did he just casually walk past a falling tree like that? You wouldn't believe this truck only has about 98 horsepower under the hood. It's dragging a massive load of stacked firewood up a completely destroyed, muddy incline, just relying on pure, raw gear reduction.
Tree stumps. These are white pines, as you can see. Setup is we have the high lift mounted to a board.
A lot of people struggle with jacks sinking into the mud. Look closely at his setup here. Resting the heavy metal base on a wide wooden plank distributes the weight perfectly. Combined with a simple wooden A-frame, the upward force focuses entirely on ripping those roots out of the dirt.
Mount it!
I'd be so nervous having such a huge tree near my house. Watch closely as the tension releases on the trunk. Watch closely as the tension releases on the trunk.
Диаметр пня 1 метр. Метр 70.
Operating near a fence like that takes a jeweler's touch. He is just nudging the bucket, letting the teeth hook the wood, pulling the pressure away from the property line so nothing gets crushed. Felling a massive dead tree is actually much more unpredictable than taking down a live one. The internal rot completely changes how the wood reacts under tension. Erasing a stump of this magnitude is a slow process. Let's watch how the operator chips away at the outer edges first. Working a 12-hour shift in the woods dragging logs gets repetitive, so you know he is just having a little fun out here. Just pinning the throttle and seeing if the machine can actually walk that insane load out. I can only imagine how loud and intimidating this is in person. You don't realize its true scale until it parks right next to the massive logging truck. Imagine doing all that cleanup by hand. Dragging heavy logs around all day would break your back. Strap is tight, winch is rolling. You can hear the dirt cracking before the stump even moves. Toyota just dragging it out like it's absolutely nothing.
Achtung, Baum fällt! Scheiße.
Bet he really regrets firing up that chainsaw today. You can see why these old TT4 crawlers are absolute legends in the logging industry. It might not look pretty, but when you need to rip a stuck trailer out of a swamp, this metal beast just gets to work. The Crambo 6200 direct from Comtech is an absolute beast for rootstock shredding. This slow-speed dual-shaft grinder handles massive stumps easily, chewing through up to 132 tons per hour. Ever seen one of these attachments up close? The spinning disc underneath carries a massive amount of inertia to basically explode the wood on impact. Tree felling is so unpredictable. It honestly looks so easy until the tree decides to just go its own way. Personally, I think I would feel a lot safer using a winch to secure that root plate before making any cuts. Honestly, Laurel and Hardy could not have scripted a better routine. Pay attention to his reaction when the second saw enters the chat. Water, mud, and gravity are fighting hard against horsepower today. Have you ever seen the Cerrado biome up close? It is a unique tropical region filled with rich biodiversity. Check out the scale of the operation as the tractors move in to prepare the ground for future planting.
falei pra ele que ele ia afundar.
Safe to say everyone's breathing a huge sigh of relief after that one dropped. Falling bark from a dead ponderosa can be a real widowmaker if you aren't careful. I bet he's still shaking. That one lightning strike triggered a massive chain reaction through the entire street. She is more skilled than most fellers I've seen. It's great to see such professional work being shared here. They don't make them like this anymore. That saw has probably outlasted a dozen newer models, and it's still out there kicking butt. That log was just way too much for this rig. This footage shows the intense recovery of a Kenworth log truck in Arkansas. The truck was wedged against a hill after a curve went wrong. By utilizing a downward pull, the wrecker prevented a total rollover. It's impressive that the chassis and the load remained completely intact throughout. That was way too close for comfort. A few inches either way, and this would have been a completely different story. They truly had a guardian angel today. Another one coming down without warning. He didn't even see it coming. ready for some serious adrenaline? He's conquering nature's obstacles with innovative techniques and a sharp chainsaw. The excitement is real as the tree moves down the swell and ashrisho my kariste. It's a masterclass in professional tree work that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's see this dangerous tree finally hit the forest floor. We're looking at the CT40 to 75 TTS from the Chipper Energy line. It's specifically designed to turn forest residue into premium fuel. These wood chips are vital for generating high-pressure steam and power. White oak and ash seem to have that same tendency to split early. Strong wooded trees really keep you on your toes. Here's a wild scene where a ship experienced a severe list during loading. Around 1,000 cubic meters of timber went overboard. Did you know they used to call these guys pond monkeys? Back in the day, they were the heart of the sawmill, dancing across timber to keep the line moving.
Yeah.
You talk about being in the wrong place at the exact wrong time. She was just out for a walk, and that snow-heavy branch decided its time was up right then. A messy workspace is a trap. I always feel much better having a clear way to get out. That log is so heavy, it's literally pulling the rear wheels off the ground. He's using the full weight of the machine just to stay stable during the load. We hope you enjoyed these wild tree-pulling moments on Machine Universe. Stay tuned for our next upload, and let us know which heavy equipment you want to see featured next.